Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished delegates and guests, a very warm welcome to the 30th ASEAN Political Security Community Council meeting. Held here in the heart of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, this meeting will bring together the ASEAN Foreign Ministers, the Secretary General of ASEAN, and senior officials to further strengthen the ASEAN's political and security cooperation. Now, this is one of the three key pillars in the ASEAN community. This 30th meeting itself will serve as a very important platform to take stock of ASEAN's collective efforts in promoting peace, stability, and resilience across the region, especially amidst the evolving geopolitical and security challenges. Now, over the course of this meeting, the ministers are expected to deliberate on strategic issues, including regional security cooperation, to maritime safety, counter-terrorism, cybersecurity, as well as strengthening the ASEAN's neutrality in the wider Asia-Pacific region. The Council will also review the implementation progress of the APSC Blueprint 20 Peace in the region. The summit meetings will further enhance ASEAN's partnerships with global players, reinforcing its strategic position in the world stage. Now, this moment itself will highlight ASEAN's continued commitment to unity in diversity, bringing together member states, institutions, and partners.
Before we begin, I now invite foreign ministers of ASEAN and Timor-Leste and representatives, as well as the Secretary General of ASEAN, to proceed to the stage for a group photo session. Thank you.
Now, as we await the full arrival to the meeting begin for our distinguished ministers and delegates, we're reminded that moments like today are more than ceremonial. Each photo, each conversation, through discussions, they are testaments to ASEAN's enduring spirit of unity and collaboration efforts. This gathering brings together not just officials, but also the aspirations of over 600 million people across Southeast Asia, all united by a shared vision of inclusivity, sustainability, and regional progress.
First, the formal pose. Allow me to count in three, two. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, now everyone's on the stage. Okay. Thank you, Excellencies. You can proceed now to the photo session. First, the formal pose. Allow me to count in 3, 2, 1. And now the ASEAN way, right hand over the left. Allow me to count once again in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Excellencies. You may kindly take your seats.
Now, the photo session symbolizes the collective commitment of all attending nations toward peace, prosperity, and regional
Excellencies,
integration.
distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 30th APSC Council meeting held in Kuala Lumpur today. Without further ado, it is my honor to invite His Excellency Datuk Seri Utama Haji Muhammad bin Haji Hassan, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Malaysia, to begin the meeting. Datuk Seri, the floor is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon. Distinguished colleagues, welcome to the 30th ASEAN Political Security Community APSC Council meeting. Today we review developments in the sectoral bodies under APSC and finalize the end-term review report of the APAC Blueprint 2025. The insights from this report will be invaluable as we transition from the APAC Blueprint 2025 to realizing the new APAC strategic plan of the Community Vision 2025, also known as ASEAN 2045, our shared future. Under the APAC Strategic Plan 2045, we have identified action lines to consolidate legal systems, judicial foundations, and security cooperation. This will indeed help improve the safety and the security of our citizens. During Malaysia's chairmanship, ASEAN has bolstered efforts to, number one, enhance trust among our security apparatus, number two, strengthen cooperation against transnational crimes, number three, advance the rule of law, and number four, to ensure the human rights remain central to ASEAN's community building. These are important manifestations of our shared commitment to advancing the APAC's goals and strengthening ASEAN's rules-based community of shared value and norms, thus ensuring that our region remains peaceful, stable, resilient, and future-ready. In strengthening law enforcement cooperation, ASEAN took innovative steps to counter the nexus of transnational crime, money laundering, and sophisticated cyber-enabled crimes, including online scams. At Malaysia's initiative, the SOM Technical Committee Working Group on Money Laundering was established. Progress in the defense sector has been equally significant, with the ASEAN Defense Ministers meeting and ADMM Plus conducting numerous exercises and new initiatives in cyber, maritime, and health security. In addition, the ASEAN Defense Ministers have committed to cooperate in the field of artificial intelligence in the defense sector, namely raising awareness on the implication of AI in the defense sector, as well as the need to ensure the responsible application of AI in the military domain. On human rights, the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights, or AICHA, championed issues such as the right to a safe, clean, healthy, and sustainable environment and right to peace. AICHA also advanced the ASEAN guideline on the implementation of the non-punishment principle for protection of victims of trafficking in persons as a collective step to address injustices among victims of trafficking. It reaffirms ASEAN's collective commitment to upholding human dignity, ensuring justice and protection for victims, and aligning regional practices with international human rights and anti-trafficking standards. Under the legal scope, the ASEAN law ministers committed to promoting arbitration and mediation mechanisms aligned with international standards to support regional economic integration. Meanwhile, the long-awaited ASEAN extradition treaty is also at its final stage of completion and is expected to be signed next month. The recent establishment of ASEAN Prosecutors Attorneys General meeting will further strengthen regional collaboration and coordination in prosecution and the fight against transnational crimes. Excellencies, as we confront an increasingly complex security environment, Malaysia remains deeply concerned over the far-reaching implications. The complex security-related issues deeply affect the fabric of our societies, the safety of our citizens, and pose a direct threat to our economic resilience and national security. This reminds us of the need to strengthen cooperation, coordination, and regional efforts to counter transnational crime. It also underscores the importance of adaptability in addressing the challenges of this ever-evolving global security landscape. Such an environment marked by geopolitical and geoeconomic competition, economic uncertainty, and transnational threats highlights the need for ASEAN to stay united, consistent, and forward-looking. Strengthening our mechanism of cooperation across defense, law enforcement, and legal institutions will be critical to safeguarding regional peace and stability. Excellencies, looking ahead, the APAC strategic plan will serve as our compass for the coming decades. Anchored in the values of peace, resilience, inclusivity, sustainability, and people-centered growth, it will guide us in building a community that is cohesive, responsive, and future-ready. As Malaysia's ASEAN chairmanship draws to a close, Malaysia remains steadfast in its commitment to work closely with all member states and our partners to carry forward this shared endeavor. With unity of purpose, I am confident that ASEAN will continue to serve as a lasting force for peace, stability, and shared prosperity, both within our region and beyond. Thank you. Member of the press, you can have 3 breaks. Thank you. Tea or coffee is served outside.